Aquamermaid channel. My name is Marielle and today I will do the best mermaid tail review for you. I will review the top 6 mermaid tail that are swimmable. My goal is not to do a top 1 mermaid tail, but to find the proper mermaid tail that fits your body, your age, and the activity you want to do with it. Then we'll start by listing the 6 mermaid tails we'll review today. Number 1, the cat's mermaid tail. Number 2, Finfun. Number 3, the Magictail. Number 4, the Mertailor tail. Number 5, the Suntail. And number 6, Aquamermaid. Let's start by dividing all those tails in 2 main categories: toys and sporting goods. Mainly, I would say the first category is for kids who love to swim, who wants to play. It's in the pool, and they just want to look like beautiful magic mermaid. It's more for playing. Number 2 is more for adults. It can be used in ocean, in lakes, outdoor, and it's for fitness goal, it's for power, to get some objective with speed. And this is more like and that's how I would separate the 2 main categories of mermaid tails. I would say Aquamermaid and cat mermaid tail are in the sporting good category. The rest of the 4 other mermaid tails are in the toy category. Now let's start about the fabric, the mermaid tail swimsuit that you put on. If you want to start, let's start with the Mertailor. You can see that the fabric is really realistic. The print is really nice. I think that's the one with the most realistic scale design for me. The shape is pretty nice. You got something really pointy and wavy that I really like. Different shade of colors that are really nice. Here there is a seam right here in just at the top of the monofin. It's almost invisible, but it's there just to let you know. The fabric is pretty stretchy. What you need to know is that all the tails are made out of either polyester, spandex, nylon. It's a mix. What you want, and most of them have, is 4-ways stretch. And the thicker is the best, but the thicker you go is more resistant, but also is less stretchy normally. Then you need to go in between. Is it stretchy and is it resistant? Then here at the top for the Mertailor, there is they folded back the fabric and did a little seam, a zigzag seam. And on inside is a regular overlock seam to close it. Suntail. The fabric feels really thick and resistant compared to the other tail. I like here at the waist they put a real elastic, not too wide, with a double seam thread to close it. There's a regular overlock also on the side seam on the side of the legs. There's a nice transition here at the bottom of the feet. There's no seam connecting 2 pieces of fabric. This is 1 piece of fabric, print probably with sublimation print. Really like the flashness, how flashy the color is. The brighter the color is, the best it is underwater. And that's really good design. For the design, they went a bit more simple, little round scales, and there's a gradient of different colors that are pretty nice. Front and back, same with the front and the back. Here you can find the Finfun. Really nice Finfun tail too. Purple, it's good bright color. They also went with round little scales here. With different colors. It's mainly the same color all over the scale. There's no pattern over the leg compared to other tails. It's the same scale repeated all over. Here you can see it's like some kind of painting or jelly effect that is pretty nice. Here it's in 2 pieces and there's a little seam here. That's part of the design, I feel too. For at the waist, it's also mainly they just folded the elastic fabric. There's no main elastic, and on this side they did some kind of overlock too that is a bit different from the other. I don't have the new Finfun tail, but they have added a layer of plastic. This is one of my oldest one, but I can show you another Finfun tail I have here. One of their limited edition, and they had it like a plastic tip that is really helpful to protect the tip. And also some of their new tail have some kind of coating, like plastic coating on top, or make it more shiny and also a bit more resistant, and that's the new improvement for Finfun. Here with the Magictail, their fabric is really resistant. What's special about it, they did a little pointy extra pieces at the top here. Also nice prints. It's not really like really defined scales like the other one in black. It's more orange, a design of gradient of design, and it's pretty nice. In the middle, at the back, you can see there's like one line in the middle. Here we come with the cat's tail. This is a special design that is, they did a line with princesses, and this one is for the ice cream, frozen, with some pearls, some sparkles or snowflakes. It's really princessy. What's special about this fabric is that there's extra fin on the sides. That makes it look pretty nice in the water. It looks pretty resistant. The seams are pretty strong. At the top they put it a little elastic. That's pretty good, and also a good overlock to close the seam on the side. Here there's no openings at the top. There is a zipper on the side that you can remove the tail in and out. I can just show you here. There's a little zipper. You can open it, remove the fin or not. The Aquamermaid fin, then mainly this is a really bright green. I think the brighter it is, the best, because you see it better underwater. There's like a flower design in the middle, really big scales, dark in the middle and brighter around them. And there's a little gradient, it's darker toward the bottom and lighter toward the top. And around the waist, mainly there's an extra flower design, and also there's a little elastic at the top here around the waist, and it's a zigzag seam on the side of the leg. There is a zipper on the side, then you can open it and remove the fin from in and out quite easily. What's really important to check for all those fins, is there a zipper on the side? Only two have zippers, the Aquamermaid tail and also the cat's tail. The other one have a different way to put the tail in. For the Magictail and most of the other one, there's no opening at the top. Then you can just remove the fabric from it, and that way you can just put it in, put it out. I think one of the things I don't like about this opening is that sometimes when the fabric gets looser, you can see the monofin is not as aesthetic as the other one. When you move in the water, you can see the fin. But one of the good sides is it helps to let the water pass through and it won't keep bubbles in it. Finfun, same thing, opening at the bottom. This one too. And there's the only one, the Mertailor, there is no openings, no zipper. Then mainly the only way to get this fin inside is to fold it and just kind of wiggle it inside the fabric. I will not suggest to remove it every time because I'm scared to rip the fabric and it's really hard. You need to be at least two people. Then this fin is meant to stay inside, and I prefer not to keep it inside because when you want to dry it, it's easier to just put your fabric outside to dry than with the fin. Another important thing you need to check about the tails is the tips. If there's any additional protection that comes with it, because this is the part that will get damaged. Most of the people, when they start, they stand on their fin, and at the tip it rubs at the bottom of the pool and it destroys those parts and makes holes. Any fabric after a while will start to get used like any swimsuit, but you really want to mainly swim with it and don't stand. But some mermaid tails have done some improvements to make sure you keep it longer. Then here we have for the Suntail, they added little neoprene protection tip. Then mainly if you see here, it's a little neoprene like pocket. You can just put it inside. Then you remove the fabric, you put it on top, and then you can cover it. Then here with Finfun, It's some kind of plastic silicone. It's flexible. It's glued to the fabric. Same thing for Aquamermaid. To protection. It feels rubbery. The Aquamermaid one there's a bit more texture into it, like it's not slippery. The Finfun is more smooth. The Finfun has little like dots in it as a decoration feature. That's it. Then those two have protectors that are really good if you want to keep it longer. The other ones mainly are just fabric. Then if you're looking for something resistant to chlorine as a fabric, polyester is the best. Those tails have different materials. The Suntail is made with 80% nylon and 20% spandex, 72% polyester and 28% spandex, 82% polyester, 18% spandex, 85% polyester and 15% spandex. And then for the Magictail, the tag is not in it anymore. Then I don't know the exact, but I used it for at least 2 years and it's really resistant. I use it with tons of kids. Quick summary about the Mermaid Tail fabric. Check about if the openings, if you want a zipper. Check if there is protection for the tips and the type of fabric that will help you choose the more resistant. Now let's talk about the monofin inside the tail. Then you want to check the size, the weight, the material, and the type of foot pockets. Then the two main types of fins here are the one in plastic and neoprene with some kind of foot pocket like socks that you can put your fin in, and the other one are made out of plastic and rubber with individual foot pockets. Then let's start with the Magictail. Then to remove it, just gonna take it out. Here's the Magictail fin. It's made out of neoprene. Inside it's a plexiglass. There's little Velcro here to keep it closed. And mainly it's a thin layer of plexiglass. I would say it's about 3 millimeters of plexiglass. Then it's a flexible material. Flexible, but you don't want to stand up on it because you can break it. I use it for 2 years. Only a little part broke for me. It's only this little tip. The rest, you see, it's more flexible here. It doesn't really affect me too much when I swim, but it's something that can happen. And be aware that when plexiglass breaks, it can be sharp, and you don't want to cut yourself in it. For the foot pocket here, it's like a little sock. Then you can just put your feet in, both feet, and that way your feet are in a big pocket that is here floating. What I like about this one is that there's a big Velcro on top. This Velcro will help to keep your feet stable here under. That way you put it as tight as possible. That way when you swim, your feet won't be too much moving inside flowy. What I don't like about this is because your feet, your ankles touch each other. And that can hurt a bit your ankles, and also your feet move a little bit inside because there's no individual foot pocket. That's about this fin. It's pretty light and it floats also in the water. About the cattail, then mainly there's the zipper. Let's remove that fin. There you go. Then this is the fin. There's 2 little straps. The straps are removable. Then make sure to not lose them because for me they always fall. But you can put them in and clip them. Really good because it's adjustable. Then you can just pull on this strap to make sure it's really tight, fits your feet perfectly. There's 2 silicone foot pocket, really comfortable, adjustable to different sizes. Also your feet are not touching each other. It keeps a good space in between your 2 legs. That way it's really comfortable. This fin is really big. It's the biggest one of all the fins. I would highly recommend it to go in the ocean, to do some free diving, to go deep and fast. That's where you get the power. Also it's flexible but not too flexible. That's where you get your power to go fast. That's really good. You cannot see it too much, but it's made in 3 layers of thickness. It's thinner here and it's a bit thicker at the bottom. That gives the flexibility movement. Feet US 7 to 10. Like the shape, it's really cool. It's called the Hydra of Cat's Mermaid. So for the Aquamermaid tail, This is a plastic and with a silicone foot pocket. Then also this one has adjustable foot straps. Then you can remove the hook and adjust the strap up to your feet. Then it's really important if you want to do some like a lot of acrobatic moves, if you want to go fast for fitness activities, you want something adjustable. And this one is good for foot 6 to 9, flexible for kids too. Mainly your feet are apart, individual foot pocket that make sure that your ankles are not rubbing together and give you a lot of control for movements and spin and swirls in the water. Then this is really good for acrobatic because it's not too big, it's easier to move faster and cut the water. Shape pretty nice, it's not too pointy at the tip here. There's reinforcement plastic at the front. It's flexible, still not super flexible like a plexiglass, but you can get a nice move in the water, but you still get a lot of power from it. That's it for the Aquamermaid tail. Now the Suntail, for the Monofin here. I really like this one. I feel the plastic here is pretty thick, I would say 7 or 8 millimeters, quite resistant. For the flexibility, some flexibility, but you will get some power out of it too because you cannot bend it too much. Here we don't have the neoprene all over the fabric, only here. Same for the foot pockets, you put your 2 feet inside. Inside there is also, your feet are not directly on the plastic, there is a little net, I would say, at the bottom to prevent you from slipping. Also they went with some Velcro, then you can make sure that your feet are stable at each level around your ankle, your toes, and you make sure to put it at as tight as possible to be there. Also you can completely remove it if you want to and let it dry. There's little holes mainly. They just do little holes to pass all the straps. This one also floats on top of the water. I would say really good monofin. The only thing I don't like is that your feet are still not individually pulled on each side. It's more just putting your feet in and your ankle can touch together. Mertailor, I cannot remove it because it's meant to stay in. Then I have another fin I will show you, it's the same but outside. Aquarius fin from Thinness. Something to notice, really bright colors. You have 2 individual foot pockets. What I don't like is there's only one thin layer that separates your feet, and mainly your feet are almost touching each other in here, in one big strap at the back. Then the big strap is not my favorite because it's easier to fall outside of your feet. What's good here is I like the hole to adjust it, and mainly it's just a little button, a little hole. You can adjust it to the size that you want. That's pretty good, but only one strap at the back is not my favorite because I've noticed in the pool it falls a lot. Also something to notice is that the tip here is really pointy, really sharp, and that cuts fabric. Don't put your finger there or make sure you don't hit someone with it because it can hurt. There's little water holes here to let the water pass. I feel for a fin, normally you don't want holes because you want to push water and go fast with it. I think it's more design thing than anything else, but still I don't feel it's the best to put holes into a fin if you want to push water. It's not flexible at all. I can, a little bit I guess, but it's really hard to bend. And there's nice little waves at the bottom, the back. Here's the Finfun monofin. They call it the Finfun full neoprene pocket. Inside is a plastic layer. Maybe I can show you. Plastic inside. There's like different lines at the back to make it a bit stronger. It's about 3 millimeters thick, then it's not super thick. You get some pretty flexible, this one. Easy to bend around. Just put the neoprene fabric on top, and then you can put your 2 feet into those pockets there. The same style of a few your feet are directly on the plastic, then it's quite slippery inside. And then also your ankle touch each other. And here you can see where your feet will be inside. The good side about the socks like this is that there's no limit of feet size. Your feet can go up to here because you're not limited by the size of it. Then that's all the Monofin. There's two categories as you've seen. There's the one that your feet are going in two little pockets like socks, and your feet are pretty or like freely inside a big pocket of fabric. And there you have the other ones that you have individual foot pocket with individual strap that you can adjust. All of those fins are buoyant, floats at the surface of the water. The only one that sinks is the Mertailor, the Aquarius from Venice. For guys, if you're looking, all of those fins normally fit up to feet 9. Then if you have bigger feet or wider feet, or if you are a man, I would suggest to go with one of the Aquamermaid fin. That's brand new. This one, it's much bigger. It's from feet 10 to 13. I will put the link down below and I will do another video about this one, but at least you know you have something for you. Weight wise, I would say the bigger one is the heaviest, but they're not that different. I would say they're all around 1 pound. The weight, this one is maybe 1.5 pounds. To put in your luggage, I would say this one is much harder to carry. But all of the other ones, I will show you a little montage I did with the different sizes of the fins. Then you will see the difference is not really big. They're pretty much all the same size, more or less. But none of them you can fold into a luggage. It needs to fit in your luggage, or a lot of people just put it in a backpack. Maybe Finfun you can fold a little bit, but you don't want to keep it fold like this because it's gonna take that weird shape if you leave it for a while bent. In summary, according Monofins, you need to check the type of material, the foot pockets you're looking for. Are you looking for individual and adjustable foot pockets, or you want something more that you just slip in, more loose and flexible size-wise? Regarding the price, those tails are not that big of a difference. The most expensive tail is the cat tail, much bigger, much more advanced, $199 US. And then the cheaper one, the Finfun, around $70. Then you have all the other ones that are in between. If you want to encourage local companies, then mainly we have 3 of those tails coming from the US. Then the Mertailor, Finfun, and Suntails from the US. Aquamermaid from Canada. Magictail from Germany. And we have the cat tails that are from Germany but now operating in Australia. Then also that can affect your shipping cost, and make sure according where those companies are, if there's any special fees for you according where you're located. There's tons of monofins on the market. Those are the monofins that comes with mermaid tails. If you're looking for only a monofin, I've done another video only about monofins, and I'm reviewing about 10 monofins from different brands. Then you can check in the description below. I will put the link of my new video about monofins only. People ask a lot of questions about safety of those tails. I feel the safety really relies on more who's swimming, where, and with who. Then the tail in itself, I would just say anything done in a plexiglass, that like the Magictail plexiglass is quite thin, and when it breaks it can be sharp. Be careful with safety. The rest is be ready, be able to swim, do your dolphin kick, be able to swim like a mermaid without the mermaid tail. That's my I have a few warnings according to those different tails. I would say for the cat tail, make sure to not lose any piece. I'm always scared to lose the strap. That's my thing that I'm scared about, because they always fall when they're not in my feet when I just travel with it. Magictail, make sure to not put a lot of weight on it because the plexiglass may break. The Mertailor, the fin is not removable from the fabric, and it's really pointy here, and it can break the fabric and you cannot remove it. For Finfun, I will be warning you that your feet inside the monofin are not stable. They are directly on the plastic. It's slippery. There's nothing holding them in place. And when you push up and down, your feet will go up and down too. Then it will be moving around. And it's harder to control. For the Aquamermaid tail, my warning would be make sure to always keep the hooks attached, and make sure the click is done when you clip it. Because if you let it out, you may lose the little hooks. if it gets loose out like this. You don't want to lose the hooks or the little pieces here. That's it for my ultimate review of those 6 swimmable mermaid tails. I hope that helped you. I really want to help you find the best tail for you according to what you want to do. Think about who you are, which kind of activity you want to do with it, where are you going to swim with it, and that will help you. Let me know if you have any question, if you have any of those tails and you have any feedback you want to give to me, or if there's another tail you saw on the market and you're not sure if you should buy it, maybe write the name down below and I will check them out. And I created a really detailed table with all the brands and all the different aspects I listed in this video. It's a summary of everything I said in the nice table, easy chart, easy to read. Then go check it out. I put the link down below also. That way you can refer to it, share with your friends. Finally, the only thing it's hard to know with the tail like this when you see it is the durability. In the next video, if you want to see, I'm going to compare new and old tails of the same brand. That way you see how they evolve and I show you what happened over a few years. Then that's it. I hope you liked this video. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It really helps me and I like to have your feedback. And take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!